So today we will be discussing next adjustment. The next adjustment is interest on loan. Now, first thing which we have to understand here that there are two possibilities regarding loan. The first and most prominent possibility is that I have taken loan. And the second possibility is that I have given loan. So loan may be of two types. Loan may be of two types. One is that I have taken loan from some bank or some other lender, or I have given loan to some other businessman. So now, if first case I am discussing that if I have taken loan from bank, if I have taken loan from bank, so for that interest I am talking about now. Now, first you tell me if I have taken loan, whether I will pay the interest or I will receive the interest. Many students are not replying in the class. Yes, very good. So I will pay the interest. Obviously, very good. I will pay the interest. Then second thing is, if I am paying the interest, what type of account interest account will be? What type of account interest account will be? Personal, year or nominal? Or I should say interest on loan account. It will be personal, real or nominal. Yes, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. It will be nominal account. And it will be my expense or revenue. Yes, very good. Yes, very good, very good. It will be my expense because I am paying the interest. It will be my expense. So as per the rules of nominal account, I should debit interest on loan account or I should credit it. Yes, very good. Yes, very good, very good. Because the rule says debit all expenses and losses. So in journal entry, I will be debiting interest on loan account. Interest on loan account debit. Now suppose I have taken loan from bank. Generally, we take loan from bank only. Generally, there are various other sources also, but most prominent source is bank. So if I have taken loan from bank and I am paying interest on loan to my bank from which I have taken loan, so what actually I will be paying to bank account means bank will deduct amount of interest from. I am asking when I am paying interest on loan, so I will be giving either cash or I will be making payment from my bank account. So obviously bank is paying interest on my behalf. My bank is paying interest on my behalf. So the rule will be credit the giver. Rule will be credit the giver. So that's why I have credited bank account. I hope this journal entry is clear to each one of you. If still any confusion is there in this entry, you can let me know that. Clear? Okay. Now listen carefully, please. I will give you one question to make this point clear. What actually about this adjustment? Suppose I have borrowed rupees 10,000 from bank at the rate of rupees at the rate of 10% per annum. At the rate of 10% per annum interest. What is the total amount of interest I will be paying? What is the total amount of interest I will be paying? Yes, very good. If anyone don't know how to calculate it, let me know. I will explain it also. Yes, very good. So 10% of 10,000 will be 1,000. So rupees 1,000 is interest I have to pay. Now it's clear. 10% of 10,000 will be 1,000. So this much interest I have to pay. Now suppose out of this 1,000, I have paid 600 to bank. 600 I have paid, suppose. Then how much amount of interest I have not paid? How much amount of interest I have not paid? Yes, very good. Very good. 1,000 minus 600 means 400 amount of interest is unpaid. 400 interest is unpaid. This point is clear. Now, actually, this adjustment of interest on loan is regarding this 400 interest which is unpaid still at the time of closing of financial year. When I'm closing my books of account, when I'm preparing my financial statements, at that time, this 400 rupees interest is unpaid. The adjustment which I have to do for interest on loan is about this rupees 400. So because I have not paid this interest, now listen carefully. Because I have not paid this interest, that's why this adjustment is there that I have to record this transaction. But actually, I am recording the transaction, but I am not paying the interest still. That I will be paying them in future. Are you getting my point? This 400 interest is unpaid till the end of the year, but it doesn't mean that I am going to pay them right now. Obviously, I will be paying the interest after few days, but because I am preparing my financial statements, that's why I want to record this transaction in my books of accounts so that I will be able to record my all expenses and incomes and then I will be able to calculate my true profit. So because I have not paid this interest even now, so I cannot write here to bank account. So if for to loan account, if I am not paying rupees 400 to bank, then my loan will automatically get increased by rupees 400 because I have borrowed 10,000 from them, and again now I have borrowed 400 rupees from them because I have not paid their money back, 400 rupees. Are you getting this point? So loan is what type of account? Loan is what type of account? Yes, very good. Loan is what type of account? Think before you answer whether the loan is your expense or income. If you are saying it is nominal, then is loan your expense or income? Or loan is your liability that you have to pay back? Yes, because you will write the name also from whom you have borrowed. If you are borrowing from State Bank of India, you will write that. If you are borrowing from Punjab National Bank, you will write that. So the name will also come from whom you have taken the loan. So this is a personal account. And what are the rules of personal account? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So if I am crediting the loan, whether my loan account balance will increase or decrease. Now, how you will be able to decide that? First thing over the entry when I have borrowed loan from bank. Now the transaction is that I am borrowing loan from bank. I have to record this transaction, suppose. Then what will be the journal entry for that? The journal entry for that will be bank account debit. Bank account debit to loan account. Or you can say bank account debit to bank loan account. So means whenever you take loan, you credit the loan account because the rule is credit the giver. The rule is credit the giver. So here also I have credited the loan account, and here also I have credited the loan account because I am assuming that I am having rupees 400 on the behalf of my bank. I have not returned their money. That's why I am having rupees 400 on the behalf of bank with me. So that is also treated as loan now. So that's why I have credited the loan account again. Now due to this credit, the loan account balance will increase or decrease. Yes, very good. See, I have credited the loan account here also when I have taken the loan, and I have credited the loan account here also. So same symbols have been used. So that's why my loan will increase. Now coming to the effect. So first part is interest on loan account. That is a nominal account. And if it is a nominal account, in which financial statement you will be writing interest on loan account? In which financial statement you will be writing interest on loan account? Yes, very good. Yes, very good. It will go to profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. And now profit and loss account has two sides. Profit and loss account has two sides. So on which side you will be writing it? Yes, very good. Debit side or credit side? Debit side. Yes, very good. And second point is loan account. Loan account is a personal account. So in which financial statement it will go? It will go to balance sheet. Yes, very good. Personal accounts are always written in balance sheet. So how I will be presenting these informations? Now please listen carefully. What will happen, because you have recorded this loan at some point of time, that's why your loan account will be in trial balance with the balance of 10,000. So because loan account is there with 10,000 balance in trial balance, it will automatically go to balance sheet, liability side here. You might have written your loan here, bank loan, and because there is an adjustment, that's why I will write the amount in the inner column, not in outer column. Now, because at some point of time I have paid bank rupees 600 interest, that's why I would have done the entry interest on loan account debit to bank account. So that interest on loan will also be in trial balance, and being an expense, it will come here to interest on loan, and in trial balance you will find rupees 600 because earlier you have paid rupees 600 interest. Now you are adjusting rupees 400. This information you will find in trial balance, and this information will also be in trial balance, bank loan 10,000, because these are the recorded transactions. I hope this point is clear. And in adjustments I will get only rupees 400 transaction. In adjustment I will get rupees 400 transaction. For 400 I have made this entry. So now when I will record this transaction, my interest on loan will increase because the expenses have debit balance, and I am also debiting the expense. So what will happen, that this interest on loan will increase, and that's why I will add here outstanding interest on loan, because it is unpaid. That's why I can see it outstanding interest, and this 400 I will add here. And I will write the total 1000 in the outer column. Now see, you can see my total interest was 1000, and now in my profit and loss also the interest is 1000. Same way I will increase my loan also by rupees 400. Outstanding interest rupees 400, that will be added in the loan. And the final amount of loan will be now 10,400. Yes, please. Now it is clear how to make this adjustment. And one very important thing, very interesting thing you can note, that if interest on capital was there, so interest on capital is added in the capital. You can see here. Interest on drawings has been added in drawings. Interest on drawings has been added in drawings. And interest on loan has been added in loan. So you can remember the rule. The interest is of which account, in that account the interest will be added. Whatever the account may be, if it is having some interest, that interest will be added to that particular account. Now same may be the case when I have given loan to someone. If I have given loan to someone, I will receive that interest. And please, if you are getting my points, be fast in replying. I want to complete this topic. So I will be receiving the interest, and that interest which I am receiving now will be my income. If I am receiving the interest, that interest will be my income. So if interest is my income, the entry will be loan account debit. Because that person has not paid my interest, that's why I will debit this account, loan account debit, to interest on loan account. Loan account debit to interest on loan account. And what will happen then? I will be writing here by interest on loans, by interest on loan, and in that, suppose it is 600, and in this interest I will add the interest which I have not received plus accrued interest, and suppose it is 400, then the total interest received will be 1000. Total interest income will be 1000. So if I have given loan, that loan will come in the balance sheet asset side. Loan, because that will be my asset. And I will never give any loan to bank. Keep it in mind. Loan, and then I will add here accrued interest, $400, and the total amount of loan will be 10,400. So if I have given loan, that will be only sides will change. Treatment will remain same. So it should be clear when I will be taking the interest, what will be the entry, and if I have given the loan, then what will be the entry.